All right. Well, welcome everyone. This is a change of pace from our regularly scheduled podcast episode. I wanted to switch things up and share with you a top five tier list video that, I think that will kind of cycle in on this channel. The first top five books of something I want to bring up that every Christian should read is going to be based on subjective things, objective things. Um, but for today, I'm going to be doing it from what I feel like had the most impact to me. So the top five books I felt that I had most impacted to me within, let's say, the last 5 years. So the first book that I would recommend is Insurgence. I'll put this all in the description as well. Insurgence by Frank Viola. I started reading him when I first became a Christian, starting with the pagan Christianity and then the untold story of the New Testament church, along with pretty much all of his books, including the big green one that like no one has. And so I've been reading him, or I had been reading him when I was a new believer, and I just benefited so much from his books that I've been reading him. The one book that I think that he would probably uh, excoriate or not excoriate, but lift up as his top book is Insurgence. It's a really good book, especially if you're a new believer. Again, it's Insurgence by Frank Viola. Next book I have, which I actually ironically got from reading Insurgence by Frank Viola. I actually have a copy right here with me. This is my hand copy of The Unseen Realm by the late great Dr. Michael Heiser. Now, this book is full of mental grenades. It will blow your mind. It will end up just totally like wrecking you in terms of the way you understood the Bible and the way that you see God's word. Again, it doesn't change the meaning of what Christ did for humanity or the fact that Jesus is God. It doesn't change that at all. What it changes the framing, this the storyline of the Bible starts to make sense. Why the world the way it is, not just because of the fall in the garden, but also the three rebellions that took place in Genesis 6, Genesis 11, um, Genesis 3. So it really just it's a great kind of primer to getting into deeper scholarship for anyone wanting to go deeper in their Bible study. Next book is a book that was really influential to me. I think I read it in 2021. It is called What Hills to Die On, a Case for Theological Triage by Gavin Ortlund. He has a YouTube channel called Truth Unites. It's really a great book. I'm very impressed with how he put it together. I think he's probably one of the kindest Protestants, Calvinists you will ever meet. I recommend his channel. He just did a debate with Trent Horn, a Catholic apologist, and about the Sola Scriptura. And so I really, really, really like that. It's a helpful way to help map out where we put different things in terms of our beliefs and what is first tier, what is second tier, third tier, fourth tier, et cetera, et cetera. So if you got that or if you have the money, I would definitely invest into those books. Next one, I read this on my Logos, but you can get this in Amazon, other places. It's called Walking with God Through Pain and Suffering. This is by Tim Keller. Uh, it's something that I think really helps to give a better grasp of pain and suffering and how to respond to pain and suffering being a Christian. There's different worldviews in this world, and people will have different responses to pain and suffering. So Christian faith is unique in that it finds hope, it finds joy in the midst of that. Whereas other worldviews, secular, fatalistic, karmic, like there are different varying views of how people deal with suffering. And so I definitely recommend that book. That was the best book I read last year. Um, again, I will put a list of these books in the description below. And fifth and final book is called The Normal Christian Life by Watchman. This is, again, another one of those books, along with Frank Viola's book and Unseen Realm, that really helped to shape me in my overall understanding of the character of God, and just a greater appreciation for God's word. And so, yeah, I don't want to make this video too long. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time in the next episode. Thanks. Bye-bye.